Right, good morning. We're back again. Newhay, peg 2. It's becoming a bit of a second home, this peg at the minute. But it's about 10 days or so since I last came. It's just been a bank holiday weekend, so there's a couple of things I've changed for this session. One of which is I've washed my baits out, with it being obviously bank holiday. People have been on here Friday, Saturday and Sunday night, so you know, people, instead of your 2 nights, what people do, they've been doing 3 nights. Some have even done Thursday night as well. So I'm just trying to give that feeling that the bait's been in there quite a while. But it's no hidden secret. A lot of people know about it. It's something that I don't really use. Probably very underused in my angling. So I thought I would give it a go, and it obviously makes the bait more digestible for the fish. Another thing what I've changed, on the left-hand rod, the pretty spot. Last week I was fishing it with a 7 or 8 inch boom section and then the hinge stiff rig. So I've changed the boom section for some end trap soft, but I've made it quite a bit longer, so sort of 12 inches or so. I know when I came in April, when I caught big girl off that spot, the weed probably wasn't as, you know, high up as it is now. Now we've had all that bit of nice weather, and it's obviously, it'll have grown a bit, so it is only a very small spot. So lengthening that hook link, if it does get stuck in a bit of weed, it should be sat on top of it, but fingers crossed, where I've cast it should be on that spot. I mean, it is only a small spot. So all 3 rods are out. I've got all these little ducklings in my bivvy. Try to get at whatever they can get at. I think my water bucket's leaking a bit, so they're having a little drink. The swans, of course, are already down here. Been a pain, but hey ho, we're here again. 24 hours. Let's see if we can make amends from the last session and actually catch them at this time. I have seen 2 fish jump, sort of. One were just off the edge of the island, sort of in line with peg 8, and then the other one was sort of not far off that pretty spot, to be fair, but again, they only look very small fish, but it's a good sign that there is some here. I have seen 1 or 2 just coming across from what you could see, you know, under the water from the ripples, because it is quite windy today. It's blowing southerly wind, which is going to change, I believe, to a southwesterly at some point, which pretty much means it's going to blow this way into Peg Falls corner. But we're here, we'll try, that's all you can do. But yeah, fingers crossed this time we can do a bit better than last. This session and the last one, I've not seen Chris for a while, so he'd messaged me up there asking what I was doing one evening, sort of after tea. He asked if I fancied going lure fishing down the canal. So if any of you have watched my pike videos, you know I can't stand lure fishing, but I thought, because I ain't seen him for ages, I'll go. Only there, I don't know, 2.5 hours, something like that. Chris had the one, maybe 6 or 7 pound, something like that. But all in all, they were a good laugh, nice to see him. I said to him, oh, are you going to come down today? You know, have a catch up, see how we're getting on, but unfortunately he's working away, so that's that out the window. If I'd have been here a bit longer, with that spot being only so small, I could rake it out, but with me only been here for 24 hours, I don't want to be casting the rake in all the time and making the right disturbance and I carry on and stuff and scaring all the fish away. So I'm just going to persist with how I normally fish it. I've never raked it out before. You can, you know, you could do it, try pull back a bit more of the weed and clear the spot a bit more, but maybe next time I come for 48 hours, it's something I could do, because I know in the summer that, you know, you see mounds of weed out the top of the water, so it does get pretty intense in here with the weed, but obviously the fish love it. Like, you know, it holds a lot of natural food for them, hiding places, you name it, but you can obviously catch them. There's a guy in Peg 4, I think he were here from yesterday, and he leaves either tomorrow or Thursday. And then there's a guy that's just turned up in Peg 6, and he's only here for tonight, just like me. I was going to go in Peg 6, to be fair, for a change, but I was a little bit too late to book it, and it had already gone. And then when I went to book my session anyway, the guy had booked Peg 4, so in my eyes, because of the spots for Peg 4 and 6, you're kind of fishing on top of each other. So in a way, I'm glad I didn't book Peg 6. Hopefully with these two casting and baiting and whatever else making some commotion, even though the wind is blowing that way, hopefully it should push the fish around the lake. And just like last session, whether we're all sat in front of Peg 8 and 1 kinda, I have seen a few backs and dorsal fins and stuff over there already. So it looks like, I mean, it was sunny when I got here, so whether they sat over there, try to catch a bit of sun. It is due to rain anytime soon, so that might change what they do and might move them on a bit. But it's weird, I've never known them sit in front of Peg 8, just like, you know, just sit there like they were last week. You saw the drone footage, or you've probably seen the drone footage, so probably 30 or 40 fish are sat there. Normally, they sit in front of sort of Peg 7 and 6 and 7. So I'm not sure why they've all of a sudden decided to sit in front of Peg 8. I've fished here for a long, long time, and I've never known them be sat there, but hey ho. But yeah, still not to report. A couple of liners, stuff like that, but the wind's starting to pick up now, so just wait for this rain anytime, see the rain out, and then fingers crossed. That's well and truly pissed me off. Brought my rod in to redo it, put a new bait on it, went to cast out, my rod snapped. So 3 hours into the session and I'm down to 2 rods. Oh man. I just don't know what to say other than gutted, because they're all good rods, expensive rods, and now one's broken. Just not going my way recently, is it? First session on here was brilliant, then the catfishing session was really good. Blank last other week, well, 10 days ago, whatever. And today we seem to be struggling a bit, and now we're going to struggle even more. Now we're down to 2 rods. Devastated. Well, that's weird. Out of nowhere, the wind just absolutely stopped completely, pretty much. And if anything, it's slowly trickling into this left-hand corner, which for me is a good thing. I can now see fish topping. I can see all sorts. I don't think I've ever fished when it's been so windy and it just stops dead. The weather changes completely. It's gone black over. It's raining ever so slightly. Weird, so weird. Never seen out like that before. When it came over so dark, I thought, oh, is this when we're going to get this thunderstorm that we're supposedly going to have? But if you look over there, looks like it goes nice and clear again. So fingers crossed. Like I said, I've had my tea. I had a bit of a nap earlier because I felt absolutely knackered. I spoke to a couple of rod repairers, rod builders, whatever you want to call them, and 2 of them have said it's unrepairable as a rod, so it looks like I'm in the market for a new set of rods. comes that thunderstorm. We're in. Left hand rod. So I get off to Nipper Gate. Come on. Waited all day for this. Could be a grass carp. Took some line like. I think it's only a wee baby. Tiny. I'm not even going to weigh you. Just slap you back, I think. Well, that's a blank saver anyway. There we are, blank saver. Probably 10 to 12 pound disc, has got quite a bit of a belly on it. Left hand rod, inch stiff rig, on the pretty spot. Give it a hell of a run. It will try to get over to peg 8. But it's a blank saver, fingers crossed. Get a few more tonight. So there we are then, first fish, blank saver. Lovely bronzy colours on it. Absolutely nailed as well it was on that inch stiff rig. Rod's back out now on the spot, a bit more bait trickled in. The wind's picked up a little bit again, so it is still blowing straight into my face. Still seeing plenty of signs of fish though around here. Just in between the two islands, sort of in front of peg 3, there's loads boshing. There's some boshing sort of towards 1 and in this corner, and then you can see the trail of bubbles where they're swimming through the weed, sort of like in front of me, in between sort of me and this island here. Proper little confidence boost that. Sat here all day, twiddling my thumbs, nothing to go on, then kind of out the blue, after that mad weather, never seen out like that, well, for a long time. Well, I've never been in it fishing anyway, but yeah, after the mad weather, it sort of changed, the wind stopped, came out pretty nice to be fair, and then yeah, out the blue, 10-12 pound-ish common, something like that. It looks like one I've had before when me and Chris did that session in the March when it snowed, when I had Big Girl again at £28.8. So yeah, feeling pretty confident going into the night, so we can get a few more, maybe get this right hand rod rocking as well. Just redone that and put some more bait on top of that. The swans have been not too bad to be fair. They did destroy the left hand rod once or twice earlier, but I redid it once the wind had stopped, cut it exactly how I wanted it, and then it went. So feeling confident going into the night, see if we can get out else. Well, that's it, home time again. Another slightly disappointing session, but at least we didn't blank this time. In my opinion, the weather's been absolutely bang on for it. Big wind,
All right, it's rained quite a bit, which makes it slightly uncomfortable for us, but it makes it, well, in my opinion, bad weather is good fishing. If it's bad for you, it's good for them. Get some feeding. I thought that was going to be the case this time, but obviously we just had the one sort of 10 to 12 pound common, which I'm not going to complain about because it were a blank saver, had some lovely colours on it, put up a good scrap. But yeah, I don't think I can do anything now till sort of the end of June, so I am tempted to not post this video but just make this and the next one together, because I don't think that you're going to want to watch the last one, which is a blank, and then this one, which is 24 hours for a 10 to 12 pound common. But like I said in the last video, you know, it's part and parcel of this quest. You know, they are meant to follow the highs and the lows of what can happen in carp fishing, and then obviously I tried to keep them as real as possible, because we all know carp fishing, it's not just go cast, catch, repeat sort of thing. It does take some effort, some planning sometimes, and you do need, you know, other things to work in your favour. But wasn't meant to be this time, so I'm going home, get a shower, and then I'm off to pub quiz tonight, I think, so I might have a few beers. Oh, if you like any of the content on this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, do whatever you want. It helps this channel get further out into YouTube to more and more people like you. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching.